Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, members, for a robust and somewhat divergent debate this evening. I ran into a former colleague yesterday from the House, former Representative John Burns. Some of us who are here tonight served with him in the Minnesota House, and we came into the Minnesota House together in 2006, and in 2007, that legislature at that time passed the Next Generation Act, which I think is the last significant piece of legislation on the topic of climate and sustainability that has been adopted by the legislature. And those of us that were involved in that will recall that it was well supported across the political spectrum, signed by then Governor Tim Pawlenty. And it was proof of what we could do when we have our eyes set on the future that we want to build together, the future that we believe in, the future that we deserve. And one of the themes that we hear in this session, and we're hearing it again tonight, is that we're moving quickly, we're moving swiftly. I think that's right. We are, with purpose and determination, moving on policy that is important to Minnesotans and to our future. And perhaps it feels swift only because we have been at a standstill for too long. And Minnesotans have been urging us to take action. And so when you move from standstill back into action, it does feel perhaps to some jarring, but for others, and when I think about the people who have been inhabiting this Capitol tonight and the musical voices of their hopefulness, I recognize that we are taking the action that aligns with Minnesotans and their hope for a future for the place that we live, the place that we love, for ourselves and for the generations that follow us. And so for those people, the young people who have been pushing us, for faithful stewards looking out for, as we should, our planet and our lives, I say thank you. Tonight we're acting. We are for our bright future, for ourselves and for generations to come. It's a future that will be healthier and more equitable for people all across the state of Minnesota and, of course, across the country and across the planet, where the energy we need doesn't make us sick and it doesn't pollute the place that we love, the place that we live. And it's a future where we don't have to pit good jobs against protecting our environment. Those are goals that we share together, and those are goals that we're working on, and these are goals that we will achieve when we vote yes for this proposal, one that has been wrought from years of work on the part of Minnesotans, that has built upon the support of the interest of many, including industry. Tonight we're taking an important step that protects a future and builds a bright future, one that we deserve. And I'll urge a yes vote and thank my colleagues, in particular Senator Frentz, for bringing this forward. It's important. Thank you, Mr. President.